Manchester United 3, Liverpool 2, one for the ages. As FA Cup ties go, you knew this one from the get-go could have been something special, and it didn't disappoint in any way, shape or form. Two teams that never gave up despite the momentum swings, and there were clear momentum swings in this game. Manchester United held the early dominance. For the first 35, maybe 40 minutes, it was mainly United. After that, when Liverpool got their 2 goals back at the end of the first half, most of the second half was mainly Liverpool. Wave after wave from both teams in their supremacy. But both teams had their chances, even when on the back foot of momentum during that game. An absolute classic. Manchester United steal it in the 120th minute. A wonderful moment for Ahmad, the 21-year-old who gets sent off in the heat of the celebration for a double yellow card. Heartbreak for Liverpool, whose quadruple hopes in Jurgen Klopp's final year in charge are in tatters. But what an unbelievable game. And there's so much to break down in such a short amount of time. We're going to try. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button if you enjoy the content. But hit the subscribe button as well if you enjoy neutral fan reaction, which I am. I'm a Tottenham fan. But this one, I didn't have a dog in the fight, but it was unbelievable. When chances were happening at both ends, I was out of my seat more so than I have been watching Tottenham for a long time. Unbelievable. Hit the notification bell as well if you'd like to know when we're going to be dropping content in the future. First, here. What a game. Manchester United take the lead. Liverpool get a disallowed goal that was clearly offside for Endo. The swings and roundabouts in this game were quite incredible. When Manchester United did have possession, they had and did have the momentum. It was a really impressive performance from them, one that we haven't seen too much of this season. They're a team that when they want to play brilliant football, when they rise to the occasion, they have the players who, if on their point on the day, can get the job done. Then Manchester United are a threat to anybody. And against Liverpool, you need to be at your very best. Liverpool, even though they're still with some injury problems, but they're getting most of their main players back now, coming to Old Trafford with players like Salah in the squad, who, if there's anybody in world football that has such a fantastic record of breaking the hearts of Manchester United fans, then it's probably him. And when he got the second goal in the injury time in the first half, you thought that's probably going to be the tail of the tape. Second half, with the amount of space that was open, both teams were not sitting back in this game. Both teams were more than happy to throw caution to the wind, and it made for a neutral, for me, in my memory, one of the great FA Cup classics. Like I say, both teams with yards and yards of space around them. In the second half, Liverpool didn't take the opportunities that were presented them. Manchester United's midfield and defence offering a lot of space to the boys at the front, but they couldn't quite get the job done. And I have to give credit here to both goalkeepers, Onana and Kelleher. I think Kelleher, maybe when he looks back, will see the winner and think he might have been able to get down to it a little bit quicker than he did. But overall, it's not often that you can sit here and say that both goalkeepers were meaningful in their performances and impressive on the day when one of them has conceded 2 goals and the other one has conceded 3. But in this particular example, Onana, I thought, was fantastic today. I thought Kelleher, first half, was fantastic. Whenever Manchester United did break, he was there to make sure that Liverpool were stayed very much in the game. And at times, there were opportunities throughout that 120 minutes where, during those swings, during that momentum, and we'll look at the momentumometer right now, there were times when, if the team with the emphasis could have taken the ball by the horns, taken the impetus away, then they could have got a double goal margin. It wasn't to be. In terms of the overall outcome, Manchester United go 1-0 up. Liverpool think they've equalised. Goals ruled out for Endo. Then, of course, there's a wonderful finish for McAllister. And then a scrappy little bit of play that drops kindly to Salah to go 2-1 up. You think that's going to be it, especially in the second half, when for the main first 35, 40 minutes of the second half, similar to the first half, but on the other foot, it was pretty much all Liverpool. And Man United were either preserving energy or they'd run out of energy. They'd thrown so much caution to the wind that they kind of felt a little bit like a damp squib in the second half. But there was the break. There was the chance. And when Manchester United finally got that chance in the 87th minute, for no one else than the public enemy number one among Man United fans, Anthony, who does a fantastic pivot and swing, and he puts it into the bottom corner, and Kelleher doesn't have a chance with that. It's 2-2. Suddenly the wind is back into Manchester United's sails, and Marcus Rashford has a gilt-edged chance. We're not sure. We haven't seen the replay, or they didn't end up drawing the lines to know whether it would have been offside, but the flag stayed down. What an absolutely delectable first touch from Marcus Rashford. Unbelievable. In that moment, you can see the quality of the player. There's not many people that can take that ball down under the pressure of the moment in the 91st, 92nd minute, was it? Tucks it down, takes his time, but just pushes it just to the wide of the post. And when that happens, you think, is that it? So we go to extra time, guys, and it's another ding-dong 25, 30 minutes of football. Chances at both ends. Manchester United start the brighter, the wind in their sails, following that kind of second wind that comes from the late equaliser for Anthony in the 87th minute. But Harvey Elliott breaks the deadlock in the 105th minute, right on the stroke of half-time, in extra time. A massive deflection, and when that happens, United's heads drops, and you look at the United fans in the stadium, and what a roller coaster of a day they have had, going in front, going behind, equalising, going behind again. And you think most teams against Liverpool, when that happens, you think it's not your day, but not Manchester United. Not today. They turned and they fought in that second half. They were not going to take defeat lying down. And Marcus Rashford, come of the hour, come of the man, he missed his first opportunity. And when he did miss his first opportunity, you were thinking, is that the chance? Is that it? Is it gone? Is there too much in Liverpool's tank? Manchester United looking a little bit haggard at that point through a use of using all of their substitutes and through injuries. You have Fernandes playing at centre-back. You have Anthony, a right winger, playing somewhere in the back line as well. I think there was 8 or 9 offensive players on the pitch for Manchester United, and it wasn't over. Marcus Rashford breaks through. Wonderful pass from Scott McTominay. I never understand why Manchester United fans are not there to praise McTominay as much as they should. Every single time I watch Manchester United play in depth, I think he has a good game. He always pops up with wonderful goals, or poachers' goals that are just as meaningful as screamers from 30 yards. He did it again today, and he put on a fantastic assist to level the score for Marcus Rashford, who uses his body weight absolutely sensationally and then tucks it bottom right-hand side, again giving Kelleher no chance, really. I don't blame Kelleher for any of the goals that were conceded, apart from maybe the final one. And just as everybody was expecting it to go to injury time and then into penalty shootouts, Manchester United find the winner from none other than youngster Ahmed Diallo, who breaks away fantastically well. Another unbelievable performance from Garnacho, who gets the ball and drives with intent. It's 3 against 2. Garnacho picks out Ahmed Diallo, who puts it bottom right-hand corner as you're looking at the goal. I think Kelleher might be looking at that back and thinking he could have got down a bit quicker. The scenes were insane. The scenes are crazy. He takes his shirt off, gets sent off in the furore. No one's going to blame him for that, a 21-year-old. So you have to pay a lot of shout-outs today to the young players in both teams. I think both teams have got some wonderful future superstars that are coming through. The likes of Kobe Mainoo in the first half was absolutely sensational. You know, Kwanzaa for Liverpool, absolutely sensational performance in the first half. And obviously the guys off the bench, Harvey Elliott, Bobby Clark, Connor Bradley, all coming off the bench to have meaningful impacts as well. But on the day, it was Manchester United. And I don't really think that you can as a neutral, feel too much one-sided kind of energy. And you can't say that one team deserved it or the other. If anyone did, I think United, you have to give them credit. They ran out of steam for most of the second half, but they found that second wind. And it's such a massive rival. The stakes couldn't have been higher. United's season, I mean, they're still in the top 4 race. Is that going to impact their ability to try and kick on now? Or is the added distraction of a semi-final where they're going to meet Manchester City, Coventry or Chelsea going to play into their kind of heads a little bit? We'll find out as the season progresses. For Liverpool and for Jurgen Klopp, the quad is over, and a very painful way for that dream to die. Last minute agony against Manchester United at Old Trafford. But listen, as a Tottenham fan, I would love to see Tottenham Hotspur be able to put in our team, be able to play with that level of energy and focus and determination as Manchester United and Liverpool did today. Neither team wanted to let it go. One team had to win. Penalties might have been the fairest way to end it, but also penalties is also a way where, you know, heroes and villains are made, and it's also an unfair way to see out a game. But if anyone was going to take the points that I felt like in that last minute of extra time after the equaliser, Manchester United probably had just enough to do it. Congratulations to them. Wonderful game, guys. What an advert for the FA Cup. What an advert for football. And Manchester United fans should be absolutely proud of their boys. And you know what? Liverpool fans should as well. It was just one of those days. Someone had to win it. United had it in the end, but fantastic. Just quickly, looking at the stats on this one. Just quickly, guys, have a look at this statistics. 42% possession to 58. Liverpool edged it on the day, but 28 total shots to 25, 11 apiece on target. As I say, you can't really split the teams, but if you had to give it one way, I think just United maybe edged it just on their willingness and desire alone to not give up the goose to their arch rivals, Liverpool. Fantastic day, fantastic game of football. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always,